Good morning and welcome to the start of the video. I guess I'll take this moment stuck in traffic to say hello, good morning. In today's video, we have some goodies for you. I have a 4-day trip coming up and I want to talk about how I fit my goals in between working full-time. And yes, I mean full-time. Your girl has been working. I haven't worked this many hours in a month in about 4 or 5 years. Just trying to stack some extra paper, to be honest. So today is the day before my trip and I'm starting my day off. It is 8:51 a.m. and I'm headed to swim practice. As you can imagine, getting swim practice in on my days off is essential. So today is my one and only day off. I've been working back-to-back trips all month with 1 day off in between each trip. So I got in actually yesterday afternoon and I'm off today. So I'm gonna get as much done today at home as I can.
3 hours later.
Back again. It's been a few hours and I'm just going for a slow trail run. Nothing crazy, but I need to get outside. I need to get on this trail to prepare for my race. No headphones, just the sound of my own breathing. So it would have been easier for me to just go down the street and go for a run, but since my next marathon is a trail marathon, it's really important for me to get out on the trails. And run on the trails is a lot different than running on the road. And there's only so many trail runs I can get in before the race, and especially before it starts. It starts very soon, so I'll be lucky to get 4 more trail runs in before the actual race. So I also like to get outside on days when I'm off, because when I'm working, obviously I'm on the plane all day. I don't get to go outside a lot, and that really affects me, affects my mood. And I need that vitamin D, you know what I'm saying? Also, it's a really nice day today. Not too hot, not too cold. This is gonna be maybe 5 miles, but very slow. Just getting it in. See this hill? So I'm taking the tiniest little baby steps, running really slow. This trail is about 75% uphill, so trying to get my hill work in. Help make me strong. Look at this hill. The GoPro does not do it justice. I normally hike these hills, not run them with my family. No one's as crazy as me, at least that I know around here. My family and friends prefer, you know, cute little hike. And I used to see people running up and down this trail all the time, and I would think to myself and sometimes say, they're crazy. I still think that, but I guess I'm crazy too now. Or maybe I've been crazy, who knows? The world may never know. And now for the part we've all been waiting for, the downhill part. It's pretty much all the way downhill from here, so it's gonna be smooth sailing. Y'all, I am so happy with how today is going so far. Just 3:41, finished my run, 3.63 miles, and I can definitely tell I'm getting stronger because I could run a lot more this time than the last time and the time before that. So even though it was a short run, it was slow, it took me almost an hour. You know, I got some vitamin D, got some fresh air, and every little bit that I'm putting in is helping me get ready for this race. Like I said, I could have just done a cute little road run and got it out the way, but it's much better to train on what you're actually going to be racing on. So really happy with that. I really love to get outdoors as much as I can on my days off, because it's just so important to get outside. It's so important to get fresh air. It's so easy with this job to just be tired all the time and to have to work a lot, because we don't make a lot of money with this job, especially in the beginning. So you're constantly on the airplane, and then when you're off the airplane and you're actually at home, you're in the bed asleep or you're just trying to recover. So getting outside is always very rejuvenating for me personally. And I'm happy with how that went. I was running up most of the hills. I did have to stop and walk a few times, but not as much as last time, like I said. So now we're gonna go home and get some food. All right, welcome back. Just keeping it real, the scarf is on. It is 8:20 p.m. and I'm doing what I normally do the day before or the night before a trip, and I am meal prepping. As you can see, the water is already starting to boil. All right, so the plan was to do a little talking while meal prepping, but my sister FaceTimed me. So me and my sister were just talking. So I just meal prepped. This is what I do because I have my trip tomorrow, obviously. Just a little preview of what I made. So I made some, of course, PB&Js. This one's on a bagel because I ran out of bread. And I've got 2 in this reusable Ziploc. Not the prettiest, but I do love it. I got this at TJ Maxx and they're just really sturdy. You can put them in the dishwasher and everything. So I really like these. Save the environment, man. Get you some reusable bags. I try to use these as much as possible. I've got 2 sweet potatoes that I'm gonna bring. I made something easy. Made 2 portions of pasta. So this is 2 meals right here. This is the sauce, and it is, what is on my finger? Oh, peanut butter. So I made 2 portions of pasta. That's right here. So that's 2 meals. And I have the sauce in a container right here. This is 2 meals worth of sauce, and it's in an airtight container with a snap lid. I really like these. And I'm gonna bring the rest of my broccoli and just eat that. And I also have some carrots in another resealable bag. So that's about it. Meal prepping is something I do before every single trip. There's really no exception to that. For me, it's a priority in the fact that my body just likes to reject certain foods is an even bigger motivator to just make my own food. That way I know what's in the food. I know that when I made it, I was clean, I was in a good mood, and the food is good for me, and I know that I can eat it without having a bad reaction to it. And it saves me a lot of money. Even with the price of groceries these days, it's still a lot better than spending $20 a meal out in the wild, because it's just a good way to make sure that I eat enough food. If I had to buy every single meal out, I would probably only eat like twice a day to save money. And that's what I see a lot of people doing. They don't eat very much food. They'll eat like once a day, twice a day. And for me, that's not good. So I don't want to come back from a trip and have lost weight, because I will if I don't eat enough. So meal prepping, I do what I can. I can't always pack as much as I would like. One day it is my dream to have a Yeti, one of those Yeti coolers that keeps your food cold forever. But I still have my e-bag. My e-bag is still going strong. It's a little bit, she's got some wear and tear on her. She's about 8 years old, but she is still good. And it can hold about 3 days worth of food semi-comfortably. I'm gonna have to cram everything in there, but I can get away with about 3 days. I'm probably still gonna have to buy 1 meal out, but maybe not, we'll see. The way I keep my food cold is, I also have two of these burritos that I'm gonna bring. So, and maybe also this. I tried this before and it's actually pretty good, so I'm also probably gonna bring that. I don't know how I'm gonna fit all this in my e-bag, but I'm gonna try. This is how I keep my lunch bag cold. I just put water. You see it's still watery because I just put water in it, but I put water from the sink into my Swiss Elite like little cold bags, and then I put them in the freezer overnight so that they become ice packs by the morning. So that's a cheap way to have an ice pack, and then as the trip goes along, I just refill it with ice. There's ice machines at every hotel we stay at, so never a problem to get ice, and that's how I keep my food cold. So y'all know all that. I've done a meal prep video on this channel before. I'll probably do another one in the future, but that's the meal prep situation for this trip. And now it's time to do the dishes and watch some YouTube videos and wind down for the night. It is 9:18. I'm gonna try to be in bed by 10:30 so that I can just get up and get my day started. I do still have to kind of pack for my trip, but that's not gonna take me long. When I come home from a trip, I usually put everything that I was wearing and everything in my suitcase in the laundry and wash it immediately, and then I just put those exact same clothes back in my suitcase for the next trip. I don't even bother really changing it up unless I'm gonna be somewhere with, you know, good weather, which, you know, you'll see where we're going. It's, you know. Anywho, I will talk to y'all in the morning. We're going to work. The most important part of getting ready for the trip, besides obviously packing my things, is over. So, see y'all in the morning. Good night. So welcome to work time. I'm in DC right now. I've been sitting in the crew room for the last 5 hours. It is almost 5 p.m. I've been here since 11:30. Girls gotta do what a girl's gotta do to get to work. So my check-in is in like 10 minutes. I'm about to get on my first flight. Luckily, I only have one flight today. I've been breaking my #1 commuting rule a lot lately. If you don't know what that is when you commute, only work one flight on the first day. That way you don't work yourself to death right after commuting. But today I get to follow my rule, one flight today, and we're going to San Antonio. So I'm not purser today, so sad. I am the galley up front, but I'm working with one of my friends, so I'm really excited that she's on the trip. She slid in there last night, so I'm really excited to see her. And yeah, let's get this 4-day trip started. We got some water here. We're gonna stay hydrated, and then when we get to the hotel, we have some very important business to handle. But before we get to that, let's do the room tour. Y'all, I'm here on my layover. Not gonna lie, this hotel is not the nicest. You know, regular. Oh, there's another sink right here. That's interesting. Okay, kind of like the mirror. Right? We got 2 beds. TV I'm not gonna watch. Little desk situation. And hit me in the face. Cute view of the highway. Welcome to San Antonio, Texas. Look at the moon, y'all. Oh my God, the moon is beautiful. It's a crescent. Oh man, let me see if I can zoom in. The moon is like right here. I'll try to zoom in post, but the moon has been beautiful the last 2 nights. It was a tiny little sliver, just as cute as she can be. And tonight she's still a tiny little sliver, but she's huge. I wish y'all could see this. Wow. Ooh, okay, now it's zoomed in too much of my face. Hold on. Okay, that's better. So we are in San Antonio, Texas. One really long seeming flight later. That flight was only 3.5 hours, but it felt like a transcon. I don't know why it felt like it took so long. Probably because we had all been sitting in the crew room for a pretty long time before the flight. We're all commuters. It seems like there's a lot of commuters at Dulles, like a lot. Almost every time I fly, either the whole crew or everybody but like one person on the crew is a commuter. A lot of people who weren't commuting before the pandemic started commuting during the pandemic. So it is 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna go to the pool downstairs in the hotel. I called this hotel yesterday and I called to see if they had a pool so that I could see if I could swim some laps on my layover. The pool is open till 11. It's 9:21 right now. There are a lot more people in this hotel than I expected to be here on a Wednesday. So I'm gonna go down there and see if there are a bunch of people down there. If there are, then I'm gonna leave and I'm just gonna wake up really early tomorrow and go swim before my trip tomorrow. But hopefully it's just kind of like low-key empty today so that I can swim some laps. I don't know how big it is. I don't know what the pool situation is, but we're gonna see, because I need to practice my swimming as much as possible, even if it means going on my layovers. Am I seriously this lucky? Nobody's in here but me. The pool is tiny compared to the one I'm used to, but it looks like I'm swimming some laps. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I am back, just had a shower and an RX bar, and now I'm gonna stand under this lamp and talk to y'all because it seems like this is the only part of the room that has good lighting right now, or decent lighting. I got super duper lucky and there was really no one at the pool. A few people walked in while I was swimming, but I think they caught the vibe that I was, you know, handling some business, so they kind of popped in and left. But I cannot believe I had that pool all to myself. So lucky. I'm so grateful. I just knew it was gonna be full of people partying or something. But the water was so warm, y'all. Like, it was warm AF. That water must have been like 80 degrees. It was amazing. Of course, it was a standard, you know, small hotel pool. Definitely not nearly as big as the pool that I'm used to swimming in when I'm practicing at home or when I'm practicing with my coach. But I gotta make do with what I've got, you know. I really had to do a lot of thinking lately and a lot of soul searching and just face reality. I have these goals and I have to do what I have to do to achieve them. If you don't know, if you're just stumbling upon my channel, if you haven't seen some of my other videos, I am learning how to swim. Basically, I started taking swimming seriously. It'll be about 4 months ago. And this summer, I'm going to do a triathlon. So my first triathlon. So I got to know how to like actually swim for real and not just play around. So I've been so far doing what I can, but if I'm honest with myself, I could be doing more. I've been fitting in swimming lessons in between my trips and it's been working. I've made significant progress since I started. I'm not trying to rush myself, but I'm very aware that I've only got like 5 more months until this triathlon is taking place, and I need to be very comfortable in the water when that time comes. It's going to be an open water swim and I need to be confident and comfortable, and right now I'm not where I need to be in order to achieve my goal. So the reality is I got to step it up. I had a conversation with a flight attendant I worked with on my last trip. Shout out to Patty. She's done a triathlon before. And she was just telling me, like, you have to swim every single day. None of this, you know, 3 times a week, 2 times a week, 4 times a week if I'm lucky. Like, I started from zero basically. So someone who didn't really know how to swim to now having a goal to finish a race that involves a significant amount of swimming. And I've got to get in the pool every day. I've got to get in the pool at least 5 times a week. You can make all the excuses you want, but at the end of the day, if you don't do what you got to do, you're only playing yourself. So really, that conversation really made me think. And the truth is, yes, my job is weird and it takes me away from home, and that's the excuse that I've been having. Oh, well, I can only practice when I'm at home, but I just practiced and I'm not at home. I'm at a hotel and there's a pool at the hotel, and I'm so lucky that this trip only had 1 leg today. So when I got here, I wasn't super duper tired, and I was able to swim for 45 minutes and just really practice my stroke. The pool was really small, so I could only do like 3 strokes across, but I probably swam up and down that pool like 100 times, just really trying to focus on taking it slow and focus on my technique. And I really need to get to a place where I can just hold a slow, steady pace. I know I can't compete or race right now. I just have to be able to finish the race, and my biggest concern is the swim part, which is the very first part of the race. So also, it's good to know how to swim. It's good to feel confident in the water, and definitely learning a new life skill as well. So I'm so much more comfortable in the water than I was when I first started. So yeah, so I'm working on a lot of things right now, and I don't want to have any excuses for why I can't achieve my goals, because the truth is, if it's important to you, you'll find a way. If it's a priority to you, you will move heaven and earth to make a way to do whatever you got to do. And my goals are top priority to me. So no more playing around. If I have to swim on my layovers, which I will, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do my best to get in that pool at least 5 times a week, swim 5 times a week. And I think that's really going to help me. And I know that that's really going to help me get to where I need to go. No more excuses. So with that being said, I'm going to get some sleep. It's like 11 o'clock now, but luckily our check-in isn't until the afternoon. So I'm gonna stretch, get some sleep, and I will see y'all in the morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the start of day number 2. We are starting our day. I've got about an hour until my check-in, so I'm just gonna do a little short, cute something, a little booty mini band workout, and I'm also going to do some hip strengthening, body weight exercises, just probably like 30 minutes of exercising before I hop in the shower. Let's get this day going. Doing some hip strengthening exercises here to help to strengthen my hips and my hip flexors. Just one little piece of the puzzle to help me be a stronger, faster, more agile runner. It's just so important to not only run, but to strengthen your legs, your core. Every part of your body works together to help you run and to do all kinds of activities, swim, bike, everything. So don't like getting down on the floor, but I've been laying the towel down and doing it. All right, quick update. So I am in the San Antonio airport right now. I couldn't update you in the room. I was rushing to get out the door. Thought I was gonna be late. Turns out our flight was about 2 hours delayed, so I rushed for nothing. But I'm in San Antonio airport right now. Our plane just got here. Me and my crew went and got some Mexican food and ate. So yeah, about to go to the plane and get on this flight and go to Denver. Our flight is very delayed. So are we gonna make our connecting flight to Columbus? Who knows? Stay tuned. Today has been crazy. Our flight has been delayed. We'll talk later, but on our way to Columbus. All right, and welcome to the long anticipated room tour. So nothing crazy, decent, and a lot cleaner than the last room. LOL. I literally just got here. There's no crazy people in the closet. We love that. Bottles of water. We got ourselves a microwave and a fridge, but is the fridge cold? Wasn't cold in the last hotel. Oh, that's not a fridge. What in the world? Okay, do we have a fridge? We can't have a microwave and no fridge. Am I tripping? Y'all, okay, wow. Okay, here's the fridge over here. Now, is the fridge cold? It is. So this is the room, 2 beds. So you already know I'm gonna I think I wanna sleep in this one actually. So I'm gonna take the blanket off of this one and put it on this one. 2 blankets. You already know I'm gonna be warm. And this is the view, downtown Columbus. Let me turn the light off so y'all can see better. That's better. Downtown Columbus, Ohio. My second time here this month. I was just here 3 days ago. Finally made it to the layover. This is always the best part of the day. Whew, y'all, it's been a long day. I'm sorry that I haven't really been able to update y'all, and it's been a little bit all over the place today. When there's delays, we kind of just have to rush around and get everybody on board and get everybody seated and get out of there. So that's what today was all about. Shortly after leaving the hotel in San Antonio, we realized our flight was delayed over 2 hours. So when we got to the airport, we just went to this Mexican restaurant inside the airport. We went and got some food, chatted, kikied, and pretty much just waited around until our plane got here. And then when it finally got here, we had to hurry up and board and try to get out of there. We had a lot of connections on that flight, so hopefully everybody made it. So my position on this trip is flight attendant number 2. That's primarily first class galley, which is my second favorite position. If I can't work the lead position, then I guess I can work the first class galley. So that's what I'm doing on this trip. Your girl's been doing the safety demo, like what? So on the Airbus though, there is no first class galley, so I worked in the back on the beverage cart. Exciting times. So yeah, that flight was about 2 hours, flew to Denver, and then we got there late, but just in enough time to work our next flight, no deadheads for us. We got there right on time. They even had reserves ready to pre-board the flight and everything, but good thing we made it. So we worked the flight on the 737-900 from Denver to where we are now. That flight was also about 2 hours. So here we are. This trip is really a good way to end the month. Even though tomorrow is the hardest day, we'll talk about that later. But the one thing I did like about this trip was that the layovers were very, very humane, very decent layovers. The one yesterday was 16 hours, which was just a perfect amount of time to sleep and eat and actually be able to get my workout in, which y'all saw. And this layover is 20 hours, so even more time to eat and sleep and get another workout in, at least one. So yeah, hopefully I can start to pick up more trips like this where the layovers are a little bit longer. No more short layovers for me. I'm saying that, but you know, no more short layovers for me. I'm really gonna try to do my best to think about what I've got going on in my personal life and get the amount of hours I need to pay my rent, because you already know the rent is what? The rent is what? Always do between the 1st and the 5th. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed though. I'm about to put this scarf on and I will see y'all in the morning. Good night.
Started and trusting.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the start of today's day, not the video. Good morning. So here you have it, Columbus during the day. It is cold outside. I just want y'all to know it's like 20 degrees. Anywho, I've been up for a while. It's like 2:30 right now. My van to go back to the airport is at about 6:15. Had a little wrench thrown into my plans for today. So this hotel does not have a pool. I Googled around to see if there was a pool nearby, and there's actually an aquatic center about 8-minute drive up the road. So I was going to take an Uber to the aquatic center, do some laps at the aquatic center, but it is closed. Strangely, it's Friday and it's closed until 7 p.m. I'm not familiar with swimming and like the swimming seasons and when swimming competitions are, but it seems like they're in the beginning of the year. The aquatic center where I normally swim back at home has also been closed most of February, a lot of January. It's just become super unreliable. So needless to say, I can't go over there. I did some more Googling. There's really not another indoor pool that I can go to around here that's within a reasonable distance. So gotta forego the swim sesh for today, but I'm still gonna get a workout in. I'm gonna do the same thing that I did yesterday, and I'm also gonna go to the gym and run on the treadmill, maybe even sling a few weights around too. So we'll see. I'm gonna do my hip strengthening exercises, which look really easy but are really, really hard. Like, it hurts, but I know that I need my hips and my ankles and my knees to be stronger so that I can get through this next marathon without as much pain and suffering as the last one. So let's get this hotel yoga mat workout situation going, and then let's go to the gym. So I'm just gonna go to the gym and run for at least 2 miles, maybe 3, maybe, but at least 2. So let's go to the gym. If I can recall, I really like the treadmill situation in this hotel. I love this treadmill because it looks right out the window. I'm gonna get to run with a view. Won't he do it? All right, back from the gym. Y'all already know what time it is. Soup's up. I put on some split pea soup on the Hot Logic before, probably around like 2 o'clock actually, so it is piping hot. And I'm about to eat this right now. This actually has a lot of protein in it. 16 grams of protein per can, not bad. I'm also gonna have a protein bar and a salad, so yum, yummy. Post-workout meal. Let me eat this food. I've only got about less than an hour till I have to be at the van, so I need to be ready in like low-key 45 minutes. So let me eat this soup real quick. Ooh. Last supper for the last day. We got anything else in here? Nope. What is up, everybody? So I did not have any time to update you at all. I am in San Francisco right now, just waiting on my next flight. So we already did the 5-hour and 6-minute flight from Columbus to San Francisco. The flight was super uneventful. Everybody was good. It was just super long. I got a double shot tall almond milk latte before the flight, and that helped. That and my crew members helped keep me up throughout that flight, but the caffeine has wore off, and now I'm in search for some more because I've got another at least 4-hour flight ahead of me. We're going from San Fran back to DC on the big girl, the 777. So expecting another uneventful flight. I bet nobody will even eat hardly. I just need to stay awake, and I need it for us to be on time, low-key early. So y'all pray for me, and we are going to see if things go smoothly. I don't know why, but I feel like they are going to go smooth, so we'll see. Remember when I said I thought everything was going to go smooth? I was wrong. So much for trying to be optimistic. I was hoping that the flight wouldn't be delayed and that we would get to Dulles early, but the flight ended up being very delayed. But by a miracle, we still ended up getting to Dulles only a few minutes late, and I still made my commuting flight, which is the most important part, the happy ending to the story that we all were waiting for all along. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you already know exactly what to do. Okay, quit playing with me. And I know it's hard to manage balancing work and real life, as I like to call it, but it's important because we're not gonna center our whole entire lives around a job. We're just not doing that. Okay, we got bigger and better things to do. So keep paying that rent, keep getting those coins, and keep going after your dreams. Not to sound cheesy, but it is so worth it. And it can be hard to find the time to fit the time in. There's always a reason to not do something or to push something off until tomorrow, but today is the day, so let's just do it today. I'm not perfect. I'm still working on balancing everything that I got going on. My plate is so heavy, y'all, but I feel like I'm getting strong enough to carry it, and I hope that you feel the same about whatever it is that you're trying to do in 2023, because 2023 we're doing big tings. All right, now that's it. Y'all make sure that you are following me on IG. I hope y'all have an amazing March. It is literally March, the 3rd month of 2023. We are already here this year. I don't want to say it's flying by because I don't want it to fly by. I want it to go by at a normal pace. Can we just have a normal pace year for once? Anyways, I'll see y'all very, very soon with another video. Bye.